How's it going? It's Room, and it's that time of year where we get a bunch of anime news about the shows we love. So I wanted to quickly discuss what is happening at the show or what happened at the show. And if you don't know, every year there's an event that's called Jump Festa, and this event is always the biggest anime event of the year. So I'll talk about the animes that are interesting to me. So first, let me start with Chainsaw Man, the Assassin arc. First off, this is my favorite new gen anime and the only anime that I read the manga for. I won't spoil, but this arc that's coming up is what made me fall in love with the show. And the little preview that we saw is making me hype for what's coming up, especially since I really enjoyed the Reze arc. But for me, this arc is elite, and it won't slow down after, especially with all the new characters that are coming up. The most interesting thing about the PV is that I saw that people don't know if it's gonna be a movie or an anime. Like I feel weird if it's another movie, but it'll be fast paced, but I want it to be an anime and not a movie so that we can at least get some extended scenes for the characters we love. Next anime I want to talk about is that guy from Fortnite, or should I say Bleach, the final part for A 1,000 Year Blood War. And the trailer didn't show much, just a lot of what we already saw. But I like that they kept it mostly a secret, besides the part where they showed the uh, Ichika with the horns. I would say that I really like the art style for Bleach, and it's probably top three for me. So seeing the anime look like this is just beautiful in my eyes. It's sad that the show is generally gonna end after all this time because it was one of the shows that I grew up watching. But there isn't really much for me to say other than I'm just excited for part four, and I will be there day one. I've only seen it once because I know I'm gonna enjoy it, so I'm trying to go as spoiler free as I can. I already know the animation is going to be top tier, and from the looks of it, it is obviously. Both Chainsaw Man and JJK are some of the best looking anime projects, and I see that online that there are people are saying that Mappa prefers one over the other, and I'll say that's not true. That they're both equally a passion project for the people that are working on the shows. So let's just stop the pointless arguing, which I know I won't stop just because I say it, but it's clear that both the shows are loved from both the animators and the creators that are working on the show. So yeah, I just can't wait to see where it goes, and can't wait for that. Now, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Still Ball Run. Now this one is going to be fun. JoJo has his own style in art and animation and storytelling as well, and it feels like it's been a while since part six. And the hype every manga reader is saying is that this is obviously the best part seven, and I can't wait just to see what the hype's about. The horse racing is an interesting concept, and seeing that animation for them looks good, since I know apparently animating horses is hard. So I'm glad that at least it looks good right here from what we see. So I'm happy that they get the time to animate them, unlike part six, where they killed the hype. Also, that they are releasing the first episode like a 45-minute special or something that I saw for the beginning of the race. I just hope that they don't do the batch release like they did with part six and kill JoJo's again, which was horrible experience. And hopefully we get the full JoJo Friday experience once again, like we got in part five. And the last anime I want to talk about is One Piece. And I'll say this is my favorite anime. I just love the story and the characters, and especially since I grew up watching it. So I'm just excited to see what they have for us this year. And honestly, it was kind of underwhelming. Like I know they showed the trailer for Elbath. It looks good, but I see a lot of people hating and complaining about the trailer that we got, saying that it looks bad and the composition looks whack, and saying that we waited 3 months just for the show to look like it. This is something people are always complaining about anything. My thoughts on the complaints is that it's just a waste of time to argue with these guys. Let's just wait until it comes back because we see what Toei has been cooking the past few arcs. So one average trailer isn't obviously going to kill the show. The next thing they showed was a live action One Piece trailer, and there's not much for me to say about that. The first season was good for an anime live action, and they did change a few things, but it was a fun show. So seeing Chopper actually looking pretty good is actually great. So just hope that it's the same or better quality than the first season. Now the complaints about the One Piece events I have is that they didn't show anything about which studio's One Piece remake. Like, it's been 2 years and we got nothing. Now, I didn't expect a release date, but at least any type of news, but nada. So I guess they're still cooking on it, and there's not much more for me to say about that. Actually, there's one thing I do want to say, and that's Luffy's voice actress came out recently and said that she don't want to voice Luffy in the new remake, but apparently they denied that and that she's going to voice the Luffy in the remake. Now I don't know if that's true, but if it is, it's stupid. I don't know who thought it was a good idea, but there's no reason for her to voice the new Luffy because this is the perfect chance to change everything about the show with the least amount of complaints. Like, she isn't young, let her retire and spend her time with her family. She is already busy with the toys One Piece, and she's an amazing, one of my favorite voice actors. But it's time for the new generation to work on the show, and it's perfect time for new voice actors to take the mantle. Because God forbid something happens to her in the middle of the remake, and then we will have to change the actress, which can obviously be avoided by just getting a new actors. This is a new show, and an era for the people watching One Piece. Let them take their time and get new people that love the show to work on the One Piece. There's also the complaint that I saw that Wit has with Netflix, in that they are not letting them promote the show, which if that's true, it's just bad marketing in general. Because there's no hype, and it honestly probably will not slow down the hype because One Piece is just that massive. But it won't have the build up and the hype for releasing any new news about the shows until last minute. I seen what they did with Moonrise, and hopefully they don't do the same, releasing the trailer like a few weeks before then dropping all the episodes at once. And I hope they don't do that either. That will kill all the hype and the discussion really, really fast. And we don't get to enjoy the journey, to appreciate the art and animation. Let's just hope they don't drop it all at once. That's all for the Wit piece, but I'm still looking forward to seeing how they do their own version. So that's exciting. Now, I will say that the Elbath arc is coming back in April, and I'll be there, obviously. And for all the animes I talk about, and also hope that they get the time they need for the animations so that we don't get another One Punch Man situation. Now, a few quick ones I want to talk about. First is Frieren. I like the simplicity and the fact that the show is slower in character building compared to other animes, especially newer ones right now. And it feels like an older 2000 anime. Just like the wholesomeness in the second season is going to go great from the looks of it, especially visually. I don't know nothing about the story, but I've also heard that it's only gonna be like 10 episodes, which honestly I don't know how to feel about that. I hope it was longer because I enjoy the show. But if they are going to only have like 10 episodes, I think it's best that we don't get another One Punch Man situation. Now, number two is Black Clover. And now, this show I haven't seen, but I heard that the second season is coming back after a while. And now I heard that the show is really good and that it feels like Naruto a bit, which I like that show. And I feel like I have to watch Black Clover soon before the second season comes back. But I just haven't had time to put into that show yet. But it's a show I have on my list to watch. But that's it for the video. The excitement for the next season, 2026 winter, is hype because there's a lot of good show coming up. So let me know what you're looking forward to watch, and that's it. So yeah, see ya.